Oh my gosh. Look how windy it is outside. Man, the oranges are going to fall right off the tree. It's pretty windy here in Southern California. So if you're living in Southern California, be careful of the wind. If you go outside, make sure that your sheets don't blow off in the wind because that can be very, very embarrassing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing show for you here today. It is my honor to be here today to kind of open the show. And I just wanted to say I hope everyone's having a great day. Be careful in the wind. And now, without further ado, the one, the only, the grandfather of puppetry, ladies and gentlemen, Sid Krofft and Kelly. Ooh, it's so windy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the unusual artistry of Sid Krofft.
Yeah, you know it's windy. My hat flew off, and I had to get another one immediately. Hi, everybody. And where am I?
I don't know, where are you?
Okay, so if you remember a couple of years ago, I told you that it's my 82nd year in show business. And now it's 84 because I'm still working. Well, anyway, you know what that means? That means that I started when I was just a child. And I can totally relate to young actors or performers that started when they were really young. It's an incredible, exciting world for a little kid. God, I was only 15 years old when I traveled with the biggest show in the world, Ringling Brothers Circus. So my guest today is definitely going to relate to what I just said about being and starting really, really young. So I'm not going to waste any time because I'm so excited today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so honored to talk to a star that's had an incredible and having an incredible career. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Feldman. Come on, Corey. I can't wait. Whoa, it's like magic. How
Hi, Sid.
are you? You
I'm
know,
great.
the last time we saw each other and the first time that I met you was in a garage at Funko, right?
That's right.
I saw you pull up in your car and I said, "Oh my God, it's Corey. I gotta just go over and introduce myself." And you were wearing the wildest jacket. I thought you were gonna stab me.
As usual.
Yeah.
As usual.
It looked like Spike.
That's right. Yeah, it was the spiky one, the golden black spiky one. I was afraid to hug you because I was afraid I was going to hurt you. I was like, oh my God, what if I pierce him?
Corey, this is incredible.
Thank you.
And when I announced that you were coming on, oh my God, I just got tons and tons of questions and people were so excited.
Oh, that's
I'm
beautiful.
so excited.
Oh, see, let me tell you how excited I am.
Come on.
No. Okay, look. Obviously, this isn't the biggest talk show in the world. That's not the point. It's not the Tonight Show. It's the Sid Krofft interview show on Instagram. But let me tell you, Sid, the reason I am honored is because you are a legend, first of all. The undisputed heavyweight of puppetry. Okay, that's number one. number two is the fact that I grew up just your world, just the world of Sid and Marty Krofft, and we can't forget your brother, your dear brother. But what you guys created in my childhood, because as many people know, I had a very abusive childhood, and what you guys created was my escape. You literally were my escape world. You created this world of imagination and wonderment and magic. All of your shows had so much magic. You did so many creative things, and it was so brilliant to watch every day. I would come home, I would rush home from school every day, and the first thing I would do is sit down in front of the TV and watch Krofft Superstars every day on
So
channel
your
13.
teachers must have been pissed off at you. You didn't do your homework, and
No,
shit, I'm going to
no,
get blamed for
I
that.
was
You
too
know.
busy staring at HR Puffin stuff. I mean, I wanted to be Jimmy so bad. I would take like a stick and I would stick it in my pocket and I would make the Freddy voice and I would run around and be like, "Gosh, Puffin stuff, we're in real trouble. What are we gonna do?" I'd be like the Mechanical
Yeah.
Boy singing the Mechanical
Where
Boy
are you?
song.
Where were you when I needed
Well,
you?
there's still
Ah,
time. We can still do this.
I
This can be
know.
done.
Listen, I don't know if you know this, but I actually went and took a meeting with your brother.
Oh, yeah, I
Yes.
know you knew him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I took a meeting with him like 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, and I said, let's do this. I will come back on and basically work for nothing just to be a part of it. And he's like, we're working on an idea to bring Puffin stuff back and blah, blah, blah. I was like, I would kill to be on that show. I don't care if it's, a puppet show or if it's paying below scale or whatever the hell it is. I don't care. I would do it just because it was my childhood and I grew up with it.
Yeah,
I
but
love it.
listen, we got to pay our rent and all those things. And I got to
Exactly.
tell you something. All
Exactly.
we got, all we got is 54,000 an episode. Look what we put up on the screen.
Wow.
54,000. But
Wow.
but we lost $1 million and nobody would help us. The network
Oh.
wanted to reorder it. It was #1 on all 3 networks. And they said they offered us $5,000 more. We gave them the finger
Right.
and I gave them the next show. But we never got more than that.
Really? For
We might have
all the
got,
shows. You're talking about for each of
yeah,
the shows.
because Saturday morning, they just
They
didn't have that much
shell it out.
money in the
They shell it out.
budget.
But you were doing those shows in the 60s, right? Long before I was born.
Well, no, Puff and Stuff was 69,
Yeah.
and then all the rest were in the 70s.
Oh,
Well,
really?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
because then came the Bugaloos,
Right.
and then Lidsville,
Right.
Sigmund and the Sea
I love
Monsters,
Lidsville. I love Sigmund. I
yeah,
love Land of the Lost.
and then Land of the Lost, which was our biggest one. Sigmund was a huge
I
show
like
too.
Far Out
Yeah.
Space Nuts. I liked the Bugaloos.
Look,
I
I'm
literally
wearing a straitjacket.
I watched them all. I watched Lidsville. Lidsville was one of my favorites. I loved Lidsville with Charles Nelson Riley and oh boy,
Oh
who else was
my,
on that
my
show?
God! And every star,
Jack
I
Wild.
love
Wasn't
that
Jack
you,
Wild on it?
Jack Wild. I
Yeah.
found him.
No, he wasn't on Lidsville. Lidsville was Charles Nelson Riley, and it was
Who's good?
Billy Hayes.
Yeah,
And
from HR Puff and stuff. She played
Yeah,
Witch's
yeah,
Brew as
yeah.
well,
yes,
right? Yeah, yeah. And then who is the kid? Who is the kid?
Shit! Now wait a
he
minute.
played
Why is
Eddie
it going?
Munster.
Why have I
Oh, Butch
gotten a senior
Patrick.
moment?
Butch Patrick.
Butch
Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
please,
Butch.
Butch. I know that you watch the shows. You're never going to talk to
Oh
me
God.
again. I couldn't remember your
Oh
name.
God.
Oh, you got to forgive me, Butch. You know I love you.
Butch is a legend too. Butch is a legend too. We
Oh,
love Butch.
oh, and he's such a nice
Such a
guy,
nice guy.
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
nice guy. Yeah. All my childhood heroes. It's funny. All my life, I don't know. It's always gone back to your shows and to when they made the Land of the Lost movie, I was really upset I didn't get to be in that one. I was really upset about it. I was like, man, how did they pass me by on that? All these things.
Well, you
I
want to know
love this
what
stuff.
happened? The kid, somebody brought it. We just got the order on Friday. Sunday, I had a little pool party or whatever the hell it was, and somebody brought
Wesley.
Wesley Ure to my house. I never met him. He was on a soap. He was a famous character on, I don't know which soap it was. I don't watch soaps.
I don't watch TV at all anymore, but yeah.
No, but anyway, And I talked to him for quite a while. And I said, "You want to know something? We just got an order for a new show. Shit, it's going to be like um, Swiss Family Robinson. You know, there'll be a boy and a girl and a father. I didn't want the mother because then the stories would get too complicated in a strange land like that,
Mm.
you know. And so I just wanted the son and daughter and the
Well, you know,
father
I
who,
was I was I was far too young to have been on the actual show.
oh
I mean,
really,
maybe I could have played a
74.
what was it, the little
Chaka,
shoe
you could have been Chaka.
Chaka, yeah. Yeah, I could have been Chaka. But I think
With
I was, and I don't even know if that's probably too old for me. I think that Chaka kid was probably like 10, and I was probably like only 1 or 2 when you were making that show. But
no, that was a little bit too. I couldn't deal with that. You
yeah,
want
yeah, yeah, too young, too young. I would have been like throwing things around and stuff. It would have been terrible.
no, because you know what, Corey, we could only do one take, and we were lucky if we did 2 takes on
Wow.
everything, because you know, especially Marty, who was on the business end, and you know, Marty, the cash register's going, and we're responsible. We only get a certain amount of money, right?
So you were
And
the
so
creative genius, and Marty was the numbers
he
guy.
did he did all the business,
Okay.
and all that other stuff came from my
Crazy brain.
should I say, well, I did smoke pot, but that's it.
Oh well, wait. So when did you guys did like a '90s one? Now what
Yes.
happened? Did you and did
Yeah,
you come back
yeah,
and
we
do
did a 9.
that was Figment
I
of the Sea
don't,
Monsters, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what? I don't like
No,
reboots. They don't work
no,
usually. You
no.
know, the original was so, you know,
It was
creative and because
genius. It was
well,
genius.
you didn't have much money. But now listen, today is not all about me. And
Yes,
I
it
gotta
is.
tell you, no, no,
It is for me. It is for me
listen
too.
to
No,
this,
I'm just joking.
Corey,
You can ask
Corey.
anything you want.
No,
Ask
no, no,
anything you want.
no. Spielberg's classic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right up my alley. The movie, a couple of movies that you made that were like, you know, The Goonies. Oh my God. I mean, that was like, that's a classic to me. As a matter of fact, it wasn't too long ago that I saw it again. You know, well, I saw it before I saw you in the parking lot, you know, in the Funko building.
Yeah.
And, you know, and oh my God, you were the one, when I saw you, I said, oh shit, I'm going to, you know, break the code or whatever I do. I hope he's got a bodyguard with him because, you know,
No, it
I'm,
was exactly the same for me. When I saw you, I was floored. I was like, the
no.
man, the myth, the legend. Seriously, you brought so much
Well,
entertainment,
thank
so much joy to so
you.
many people for so long. I hope you're not done yet. I hope
No,
you're
I'm
creating right
still
now.
work. No, shit, I'm still working.
Good.
You know, when I talked about at the beginning, I said this is my 84 years in show business, and then I
Wow.
thought, you
I'm
know,
about to hit 50. I'm about to hit my 50th year in show business. Yeah.
wow. So, how old were you when you started? You were?
Yes.
Oh, you beat me, your mother. You know,
Yeah, but I
because
still
I
think
was
you got me on
10.
the other side. I think you got me on the other side.
No,
So
no,
you still
no.
got
Listen,
love.
hey Corey, you know, I don't know your family either, but I came from a family that, first of all, a puppeteer. I remember my father saying, you know, what the hell is that? What do you mean you want to be a well, what is a puppeteer? You need to be a lawyer. You need to be a doctor.
Yeah, well, I guess we proved them all wrong, right?
Holy shit, we really did.
So you know what? I have to address something because I'm reading these comments as they scroll by, and I
Yeah.
think it's important because I'm sure you probably don't pay much attention to this stuff. But you know, there's
Of
always
course
these
I do.
propaganda people trying to stir up controversy, and you know, I have that. It kind of follows me wherever I go, and especially lately with all the press and the Epstein stuff going on and all that, right? So I just have to say, because somebody said, oh, he said he broke the code. What do you think that code is they're talking about? So I'm going to clarify. The code is not some big crazy, you know, conspiratorial secret club cult thing. It's what he means is he came up and he gave me a hug. And that's like taboo because you don't do that if you know
no,
if it's another
especially to
celebrity and they're with their security and you know it's
no,
like
you never do that to a
right,
celebrity because it scares the hell out of them, you know,
right.
because they're always frightened that somebody's going to do something harmful,
Exactly.
you know, because there are crazy friggin' people out
Of
there.
course, of
And
course.
they're crazier today than they were back when I was 10.
I was like, oh my God, Sid Krofft is coming to kill me. I was just joking.
We could have gotten great press. I
Oh,
mean, it's
that's
all
true.
about
That's true.
press.
We could have staged the whole thing, Sid. Now
Oh,
you're
you guys
giving me
could have
ideas. No,
fought. You could have had like
We
a
should've.
Jets and Sharks moment in that.
there
In
you
the
go.
basement
Exactly.
of Funko.
That's right.
I,
I could have pulled out my brass knuckles. And,
well,
you
yeah,
know, you could have got some
had your.
nunchucks.
What about that
Going.
friggin' jacket you were wearing?
That's
I thought,
true.
oh shit,
All
if
I had
he
to do is
hugs me.
I could have just taken it off and whipped it around, and that would have been a great weapon.
Why didn't we do all those things? Holy
you know,
shit.
you never think in the moment. You
No, I
never
know
think
it.
in the moment.
I know it. And then you walk away and you go, holy shit, I really missed the opportunity. But I didn't because I said to you immediately, oh my God, would you be on my show? You know, I mean, that's the first thought I got.
However, you also said you wanted me to come to your home.
Yes.
I'm still
yeah, but,
waiting to come to that.
No, and that's going to happen.
I
But,
want to come so bad. You understand? That's like telling a little kid, hey, you can go to Disneyland next weekend. And then that next weekend turns into 2 years. I'm like, no.
No, I have an African gray bird. I've had him for 30 years.
Oh my God.
His name is Harley. And my whole house opens up. I like air, not this cold. But, and you know, when I open up my house, he says to me, Sid, it's cold. And so I have to close the house up.
I like it.
And so when I have guests, you know, and not many have
when
people
you have gas. When you have
no,
gas,
not gas.
We're not supposed to talk about that on air.
No, my
okay.
teeth, my tooth got
No,
caught.
I was just
no gas.
I was just
You know, I like the house open because you don't know if you're in or out of my house. The gardens come into the house, and you know, and it's what are you drinking?
Iced tea.
Oh my God, that looked like I thought. Holy shit! At 3 o'clock,
no, I don't drink alcohol.
A bottle of scotch.
No, God, no. I don't drink alcohol ever, no matter what time of day.
I've never. Why did people drink that shit? I mean, it tastes awful.
It's terrible.
Even
stuff.
beer.
Yeah.
You know, beer.
I hate alcohol.
Oh my God.
So gross.
Awful.
So gross. Yeah, I agree with you. See, but I like the big tree behind you. I mean, you know, we could just smoke that.
Oh, that would be good.
It's plastic. It's not gonna smoke well.
Oh my God. But you know, I also know that you're a man of many talents because when we're in this business, we have to not we got to look ahead too, and if we have any kind of another kind of talent, you know, we use it. You know, I don't know if this story is going to make any sense, but traveling with the circus when I'm 15 years old, frightening. I cried every day. I was alone,
Wow.
in this world, this scary, scary friggin' world,
You know,
you
you're
know.
not my only friend that grew up traveling with the circus.
But Ringling, when there were 1,800 people in the cast,
Yeah.
and the big top sat.
No, my friend Tim Stinson, dear friend of mine. He's a longtime friend of mine. He's about 81, I think. But he actually did the same thing. He traveled with Ringling Brothers as their marketing team. He got a job doing marketing for the circus, and he did it for like 20 years before he moved on, and he became one of the biggest marketing guys in all of the music industry. Ended up working for Michael Jackson, Pink Floyd, the Rolling Stones, the biggest of the biggest.
And he
Great
started
guy.
in the circus.
Started in the
So
circus,
what? Yeah,
just like you.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
getting to. Like, who would know when I'm a 15-year-old kid? I look like I was 10. I always looked like much younger and skinny little kid. And everybody, I'm in the freak show. I'm not even in the big top. I'm in the freak show with real freaks.
Well,
Right?
no wonder you were crying every night. I was crying too.
Holy
You got
shit.
the bearded lady. You got the bearded lady sneezing on
No,
you
she
every
wasn't
night.
there, but the tattooed lady was.
Yeah. Oh
Can
gosh.
you?
The tattooed lady. Can you imagine these days? Everybody's a tattooed lady.
Yeah, it means nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, in those
Yeah.
days,
It was a
a
big
guy would have an
deal.
anchor, right?
Right.
An anchor, a
Right.
tattoo. If he was a sailor or whatever. But
Right.
she was tattooed from her neck to
Yeah.
her toes.
Yeah. Well,
And
we
I
see
thought,
that all the time nowadays,
yeah,
Sid. You know, that's just you can go out to any club in the world and find somebody
yeah, but I
tattooed like that.
saw her naked. I saw her.
Yeah, you can see everybody naked these days too. Don't
That's
worry.
true.
And,
That's true. You know,
and
times change. Although you were in the '60s, so I think you probably saw your share of exciting
oh
and
my,
wild
well,
things.
I was in burlesque before I traveled with the circus, but I was not allowed to take a bow because I
Of
was too
course.
young. They would
Yes,
have
of
been
course.
arrested. I
Oh
mean,
my
shit,
God.
they got arrested if the falsie fell off, or the tassel. That was like the end
Big
of.
trouble. Big
Yeah,
trouble.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Also, I don't want to forget this. I know a lot of new people have tuned in and they're looking at me because of you, and they're looking at me and they're saying, who is this old fart? What is he talking about? So I'd like to tell you all, you should do this every day anyway. You have a cell phone. We all have cell phones. Call your mom or your grandma. First your grandma, and ask her what she grew up with, and she'll tell you. I know she'll know one of my shows.
Well, and you know what? Here's the thing, Sid. I know all of your shows, and I am constantly telling people. I said, you don't understand. Like I've got, since we met that day at Funko, you were kind enough to sign a couple Funkos for me. So I have an HR Puffin Stuff Funko that's signed by you, and I think
Wow.
I have some Slee Stack Funkos that are signed by you.
How?
And coincidentally, I got your brother to sign my HR Puffin Stuff DVD, whatever, book or whatever. The what are they called? The box set. Yeah. So I had a
Uh-huh.
box set, and I had your brother sign that. So I have to actually have you sign that too, because that's kind of important.
Shit, that's gonna make you so rich when I
Right.
sign it.
Exactly.
When I
That's
sign
right.
it.
I'm saving up. I'm waiting for the big moment to release your stuff.
That
I'm
is
just
so
joking.
cool.
It's just for me. But I have a very large collection. You got to come to my house too. I have a large collection, not just Funkos, but I have stuff from all over the world, from my entire life's journeys. I have like a lot of stuff from Michael Jackson, from the Beatles, from Pink Floyd, music stuff, film stuff. I have a film strip that's signed by the entire cast of Lord of the Rings. So many cool things.
Wow.
So many cool things in my collection. I have a guitar signed by BB King, which is really exciting because it's the only guitar I think he ever signed that's not a Gibson, because he wasn't allowed to sign anything other than Gibsons.
Because
But he was like, I'm a huge fan of yours, so I'll do it for you. So, you know, I have some cool stuff in my
I
collection,
work
but I really want to
with
see
BB.
yours.
I work with BB King.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
great guy.
I mean, I work with so many
He was part
huge
of the
stars.
inspiration that helped me quit smoking. He helped me quit smoking because he told me a story about how he used to keep a cigarette pack right here in his shoulder for 35 years after he quit. He always kept his cigarette pack right here because that's where he kept it when he was smoking. And it was like a subconscious, subliminal security
Cool.
blanket. By knowing that it was still there and he could have it at any time if he wanted to, but that kept him from actually doing it. It's a really cool story. So I was like, wow, well, if you can do that, then I can do it too.
And is it on your shoulder? The cigarette
No,
pack?
no, I didn't need
Marty,
him on my shoulder.
no.
I didn't need him on my shoulder.
Hey, Marty used to smoke, oh my God, 10 packs a day. Always had a cigarette. I never could go into his office.
Ugh.
You need a machete,
Yeah, it's
you know.
the worst smell.
Oh
It's the worst
my
smell.
God.
See, now
No.
I'm doing these vape thingies, and you know, it's not nearly as bad because it's only one bad chemical versus 2,000 bad chemicals, but it's still not perfect, you know, but it's a lot better than smoking those terrible things. I hate the smell of cigarette smoke. It's awful. And I used to cough constantly and my voice was gone, and I would never be able to tour like I'm touring now if I was still
Yeah,
smoking.
okay, I'm glad you brought that up because the audience out there, my audience, it's not big, but it's big. I'm not a celebrity, so it's big. You know, I've only got 41,000 followers, and hopefully I'm going to pick up
Yeah.
a new
After
ones
this, you're gonna
today.
have 42.
Oh, well, see, that's going to be great.
And
But
it's his drug of choice, his followers.
There you
oh, it is.
go.
It's
I
like
like it. I like it.
you know, as a performer, because now you're a performer too, to be an actor, you're on stage, you don't have an audience. I was a performer. I'm a puppeteer. I was the opening act. Oh, stop. Judy Garland for Judy
Oh
Garland. All right.
wow,
Did you know
wow!
that?
I didn't
Oh,
know that. That's very
oh
impressive.
no, no. Her first national
Did you
tour.
do
For
puppets? Did you do
Yeah,
puppets?
I was a puppet act, a freaking puppet act
Imagine
with
that.
Judy Garland. It
Oh,
was her first time out.
hey,
We opened it.
Spinal Tap would have been happy and proud to be on that bill.
Yeah, you know it. I mean, we
That's right.
played the Greek Theater for 2 weeks. Nobody plays the Greek Theater for maybe 2 nights.
Wow,
You know,
2 weeks
yeah,
straight.
two
Wow,
weeks straight,
amazing,
sold out. Wherever we
amazing.
went, we
Yeah.
played, Vegas. That's where we opened at the Flamingo for a month. And yeah,
I'm in Vegas
and
right now, Sid. That's where I am. I'm in
you are, oh,
Vegas.
you are, are you
Yeah.
playing in Vegas?
No, look, I'm going to show you. Hold on. I'm going to show you. I'll show
No,
your audience. Look
no
at this.
way. Oh my God. How cool.
That,
What are you doing there?
just vacationing. Just needed some time off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you
Just here with some friends.
gamble?
Too much probably. Yeah. I don't really. I'm not like a heavy gambler, but it's been a rough weekend. I spent way more than I wanted to, so I'm not
Yeah,
too
you
thrilled
know
about myself right
what
now
I
at the
do
moment.
when I go to Vegas? I take 500 bucks at the most,
Yeah, usually
and
I'm smart like that.
that's the
This time I was like,
end.
I'm just gonna bring like $3,000 in cash.
No, that's
Big
too
mistake.
much.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
too much.
I know.
No, no,
It was a big mistake. So
somebody
anyway,
needs to slap your hand.
I know. Trust me, I know. So yeah, back to the touring stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, what are you doing?
You've
We
never come
want to
to a
hear
show,
about,
Sid. You've never come to a show, and I'm so disappointed by that because we had some great shows last year last month in California. We did like House of Blues San Diego, which was sold out. We did
of
a
course.
place in Orange County called the Observatory, which was like you know, it's like a 1,300, 1,500 seat capacity. We sold that
Great
out.
venue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
beautiful,
I
beautiful
know
venue.
it. I know that
And we
venue.
put up some good footage. You can see it on my Instagram Live of the crowd. They were so amazing. Both of those cities amazing. But anyway, as we were finishing the tour, we got an offer to do our first amphitheater slash arena slash stadium tour, which I'm going to be doing this summer. But the thing is it's an opening spot, so we won't be doing our full show that people are used to. Because when I do my shows, it's a big production. I'm old school, you know. Even though I wasn't around for vaudeville, I think that way. I think of, you know, of course I was very good friends with Michael, and like Michael taught me a lot about production value and how to build a show. So I build the show like that. You know, I mean, it's an adventure. You come in and there's like a beginning and a middle and an end, and you really get the experience. And especially with what I do, because when you see the full show, the Love Retours tour that we've been doing, which is, by the way, coincides with my box set, because I have a box set out called Love Left 2.1, which came out in 2022. And that box set is a 6-disc set, and it's celebrating the 30th anniversary of my first album, Love Left. So we put together a show that basically was like a time travel experience where people could kind of ride with me on this nostalgic trip through the years, where we start the show off with my very first single that I ever released, which was back in 1989,
Wow.
for a film that I did called Dream a Little Dream. And I co-wrote and co-produced the first song that I released with a guy named Michael Damian, who had a #1 song
Yeah.
called Rock On from my film. So we did those two songs, and I was in the video for his song, and he helped write and produce my song, and he sang background vocals. So that was the first song I ever released in 1989 on vinyl, not because it was cool, but because that was the only format we had. And I put it out on that format. And then all these years later, we did a big 30th anniversary remix remaster. Plus, we put out all this material from back then that has never been released, including videos, concert footage, and music that had never been released. So we put together this tour where, you know, we show film clips, we sing the titles, soundtrack songs, like all the #1 songs from my #1 films, and we do like you know, some of the old classics. We also do the new stuff. I've got a brand new album out, so we cover that. And now there's a bunch of, you know, pop hits that the kids love when we do, like Comeback King or Ascension Millennium or Go For It. These songs that you wouldn't know, but they're, you know, they're great songs.
Well, and do you play an instrument
I
too?
play all the
All the
instruments.
instruments.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
you
during the show.
do?
I'm a song and dance man, so I
No, I
spend
know
most of my
that.
time
Yeah.
dancing. But yeah, I play guitar in the show. I play drums in the show. I play harmonica in the show, and
Oh,
sometimes I
cool.
play keyboards in the show.
Talk about harmonica. Uh, Instead, before Freddie the Flute
Yes,
and Puffin stuff,
yes.
it originally was going to be a harmonica.
Oh my
And
God, would that have been
yeah,
great?
no,
No,
a talking harmonica.
I couldn't
And
imagine,
no,
because you
and
know
then
what?
I thought
Which end do you blow in? Do you blow in the end that's talking to you, or do you...
up his butt.
that
Yeah.
that could get a little weird really fast, you know?
But Corey, and then I thought in one of the meetings, I said, it just doesn't feel right. Because I used to play harmonica when I was in the circus. That was my only friend. I'd go, you know, the trains would always park way out in the country, you know, and I never, I never saw shit when I toured with the circus because I had an upper berth and I had this much of a window, you know, and the fire eater was below me and he smelled like kerosene. And the fat lady, she couldn't, in her berth, she couldn't lay down or she'd drown in her. She was 980 pounds.
Oh my
So she had to sleep
God.
sitting in the aisle on her berth. That's how she used to sleep. And Baby Irene was her name.
On her,
No, it was a
on
trip.
her, on her birth? What's a birth?
Her her
Like
birth,
your bed,
your
like, you know,
bed.
like when you do a tour in your little cubby, my husband calls it a coffin, when you're on a tour bus.
Tour bus.
Oh, you mean yeah.
Yeah,
These days we
it
call
would
them
be
bunks.
like a train.
These days
Yeah,
we
you
call
guys
them,
call
we
them bunks,
bunks.
and there they
Yeah.
call them
Well,
berths.
bunks.
Yeah.
No, it was a berth. And all the freaks would be in the one car. And oh my God, you know, because for 50 cents a week, a kid would come with 2 buckets every day underneath your stage. You know, one bucket was drinking water, the other one was to bathe in. And after you bathed in the bucket, then you could wash your clothes. You know, we had no showers or anything like
Wow.
that, not even on the train. So everybody
These
stunk.
days we have to have showers on the tour bus.
I know
I have a
it.
shower on my tour bus. I bought a bus, you know, and I had it's actually an RV which I had hollowed out and rebuilt everything, redesigned it
Oh,
for the tour. So we have 8 bunks in it, or wait, two, four bunks, and then a big bed in the back which I have, and then a table which turns into a bed, and then you've got 2 people driving. So basically, you can have 8 people sleeping and 2 people driving at all times.
wow.
Yeah.
No, that's a hard life. That's a
Yeah, it's
real
not
hard.
easy. People don't
No,
understand. People don't understand how difficult it is. They think it's easy. You have no idea. You get no sleep. My voice was gone for weeks after the tour this time. So I'm glad it's finally back and I sound like myself again.
And
so
who are you going on tour with?
Oh,
and yeah,
I
when's
didn't
the
say.
tour start
Well,
again?
okay.
This summer?
So there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot up in the air. So unfortunately, there's not a lot of concrete information I can give you other than to say we're still working on an international tour for this year. What I'm trying to do is bring Lovery tours all over the world. So we're talking to people in Europe. We're talking to people in Australia. We're talking to people in the UK. We're talking to people in Asia, Canada. I want to go everywhere, even South America. I want to go all over the world this year. But as we were setting it all up, we got this offer from Live Nation and from my friend, Fred Durst. Do you know Fred?
Oh yeah, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay,
Of course.
cool. Yeah, so Fred Durst called me up and he said he wanted me to tour with Limp Bizkit. So uh, it's, how do I say this? It's not 100% yet, but the plan as of now is to tour with Limp Bizkit for the summer. But we still are, you know, they kind of announced before we actually signed a contract. So we haven't gotten all the details ironed out yet. And I'm hoping we can make this all work. But anyway, so the plan as of now is to tour this summer with Limp Bizkit and to hopefully get some European dates and
Japan.
maybe Canadian dates. Yeah, but
Japan. Oh,
European, UK,
yeah.
and Canadian dates before the summer, and then after the summer, I want to do Asia and Australia and like all those parts of the world. So everything, you know, on this side of the earth, we'll do this, you know, before the summer, and then everything on that side of the earth after the summer.
Hey,
Oh,
Corey,
cool.
do you know right this moment we've got New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Brazil. They're watching us.
Beautiful. Well,
I have fans
listen,
in all
any
those countries.
promoters, please contact us.
Yeah,
Contact
no,
my
that's what
management.
this.
My management is on here, Michael DeBarge or Premier Entertainment. You can look us up. You can see on my YouTube channel also, because I have my own label called Sci-Fi Records, and we run everything through Sony and the Orchard for my distribution. But there's a guy who runs it all for me, and his name is Michael DeBarge. So contact Michael DeBarge with offers if you guys want to see us in those parts of the world, because we're putting it all together now, and I want to go everywhere. I want all my fans to see the show. But as I was saying, when we do that international tour, it's going to be a full-blown show, 2-hour show. When we do if we're still doing the Limp Bizkit tour, we would be only an opener. So we would only be playing 30 minutes. It would just be a quick show. But I would love for you to come
to know
anyway.
something? I'd like to stop you there.
Okay.
You know, when all the shows, television shows that we did, you know, I always got clobbered, totally clobbered. You got to cut half of the show, half of your ideas. We can't afford it. And I said, no way, because creativity, as you know, is hard to come by. Mm-hmm. And I said, no, it'll all be there but I'll work it out. And so when you only have 30 minutes and you know, you're trying to stuff it in a 5 pound bag, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
10
it's
pounds,
different, you know, with music
there's a
it's different
way,
because people want to hear their songs, you know what I mean? So
a
you
medley,
could do like Michael used to do the medleys, right?
medley.
He
Yeah,
would do like a minute of each song, but what I'm going to do is going to be different. What I'm going to do is going to be different. What we're going to do is we're going to play a set that nobody expects. So instead of doing what people expect, which is, oh, he'll just come out and play the hits, we're going to actually play to the audience. And I'm building a special set that I'm designing specifically for that audience and specifically for that show because, you know, it's a harder edge type of music than people are used to hearing from me. We do it all. So the thing is, on my, you know, if you listen to my albums, you know, one song will be top 40 sounding pop, one song will be kind of like hip hop, one song will be blues, one song will be hard rock, one song will be rap rock. You know, it's like we're all
that's
over the map.
great.
So
That's
so
great.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all the hardest stuff and we're gonna mix it all into this 30 minutes and we're just gonna give this power set that is gonna surprise everybody. Nobody's gonna see it coming. We're gonna blow the roof off those places, and if they don't have roofs, we'll blow their heads off or whatever we
See,
gotta do.
that's what you're doing in Vegas right now. I know why you're there. You know, you're using your creative mind and putting all what you're talking about
Well, we
together.
are talking
You know,
about doing a residency somewhere in Vegas, so that's
oh
it's a
my God,
potential for the
wouldn't that
future.
be a trip?
That would be
Yeah,
amazing, right?
yeah.
But right now, you know what I'm selling? I'm selling Funko Pops because the reason I met you is because I was having my first meeting with Michael Becker that day,
Oh, how
and we
Yeah, I did an
cool.
became very
interview
good
that day.
friends.
I,
We became very good friends since
yeah,
then, and we put together my first Funko Pop, two. I have actually two out. One that's from my video Ascension Millennium, from my song Ascension Millennium, and then one that's a glitter version, which is the Chase, the variant. And both of them are now available on my website, CoreyFeldman.net.
Ah,
So go to CoreyFeldman.net if you want to buy one of my Funko Pops. We also give the option for me to sign them, personalized
yay!
or unpersonalized. There's different options. We'll ship them anywhere in the world, but be advised, shipping rates are very high for international, I should say. But for
yeah.
regular, well, you know, it's easy. But yeah, we ship anywhere and they're available right now. You guys just missed the big Christmas sale because we had a big 50% off sale for Christmas, which is now over, obviously, because all good things come to an end.
No, it's not.
But
I still have my Christmas tree
well,
up. What are you
God
talking
bless
about?
you. God bless you.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. I still have mine too, but it's not because I'm being spiritual. It's just because I'm too lazy to take it
See,
down.
Christmas Eve, when I was a kid, that's when you go and pick the tree, Christmas Eve. And
Exactly.
that's when the whole family does that. Then they come back and they decorate it. This tree went up Christmas Eve. And
Really?
yeah, and it
Wow.
usually comes down the day after New Year's, right?
Wow.
But do you know, I have to tell you, the other day I sent a notice out to everybody, and I said that I didn't tell them who said this, but it was Larry David. Larry David said, uh, "Midnight tonight, which was the 4th of January, is the end of anybody wishing anybody a happy new year." So,
Okay.
so I got it in right before midnight.
Nice.
I woke everybody up, you know, on my Instagram, and I said, "Don't you dare! If Larry David said that,
Right.
don't you dare
Don't you
wish
ever,
anybody."
don't you
No.
ever wish me Happy New Year again after this notice.
Did you notice I didn't? Did you notice that? That
I
I
did.
didn't
I did.
open with, "Oh,
And Happy New
Corey,
Year,
and a
by the
happy
way.
New Year."
Right.
Fuck it,
Very
I
good.
went
Very good.
right for the
Right.
throat, didn't I?
Thanks for the self-discipline there. It's very much
Hey,
appreciated.
Corey,
Yes.
while we're on the
Yes.
subject of your albums and all that
Mhm.
stuff, please give everybody all the information slowly so they can,
Okay,
because
so here's the deal.
your Funkos
Right.
and your music
So here's the deal.
and
Here's
your
the deal.
tour.
For the touring now, if we are gonna do the Limp Bizkit tour, and like
You
I said,
are.
it's not
No,
100% yet.
you are.
It's okay.
I said
So,
it's positive.
so the only thing is that we have to make sure that we can work out these VIP tickets, because we always do VIP meet and greets at our shows. So we haven't gotten that part worked out yet. As soon as that's worked out, we will announce it, and then you will be able to buy the VIP meet and greets on my website. So basically, my website is a one-stop shop. It's a great store. Not only do we sell my music, of course, we have the CDs, physical CDs, we have the box set. Now we have the Funko Pops, but we also have tour shirts and merchandise from the previous tours that we've done. So we've got my book, we've got tour merch, we've got my box set, we've got my Funko Pops. All of it can be signed or unsigned. So all of it, the one-stop shop, the place where you can get authentic CF merchandise, which is not the Amazon branded or knockoff or whatever people trying to just steal my image t-shirts, but the actual authentic, official CF merchandise can only be purchased at CoreyFeldman.net. So go to CoreyFeldman.net today. Yes, the Feeling Funky shirts. You know what I'm talking about. See, I just saw somebody write that. Hey, Sid, before we go, can we get some questions from the audience?
Oh God, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
somebody asked you, do you have a cameo? Do you have a
Yeah,
cameo?
I do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, everybody. You're looking at the real Corey Feldman. This is a star.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm the clone. I'm the clone Corey.
You're the clone.
The real
Well,
Corey's
you
locked
sure
up in
as
my
hell
dungeon.
look fucking great.
I know they did
you
a great
haven't
job with me,
changed.
didn't they?
You haven't changed.
That's how I stay so young. It's because I'm a clone version of me.
Really?
There's a vampire one, there's a clone one, and then there's me. I mean, then there's the other guy.
I love you coming on. It was so much fun.
Okay, questions.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's get.
Okay. Let me see.
Did you call your grandma, everybody? Are
Did
you
I
going
call
to?
my, did I call my grandma?
Okay, call your grandma.
I don't have a grandma.
So you
Funky,
find
If
out
I had a
who the
grandma,
hell
I'd
I
love to
am.
call her.
Funky Bunch Inc. wants to know, did you do Fox and the Hound?
Yes, that was my first animated film and my first lead role in a movie for Disney when I was 7 years old. Ascension Millennium. Woo!
Wow.
Yes, that's
Wow.
true. Yeah. 7 years old. I did Fox and the Hound with Keith Coogan, by the way, who played Todd, and Kurt Russell and Mickey Rooney. Great cast.
Mickey
Sandy
Rooney.
Duncan.
I toured with Mickey Rooney in vaudeville.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I got
And
to meet him a few times. He was
great.
He was a little cranky. He was a little cranky.
No kidding. No kidding.
when
you're that short, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You become a little. It's too much in that little package.
You know what they say? Short people got no reason. No.
Steve-O the Great, he wants to know, is there Goonies Part 2?
No, it's all rumors and lies. Don't believe it. Don't believe the hype.
No, I hope
you know what?
not.
Gosh,
No,
I mean, I would
don't.
listen, Sid. We would love to do it. All the cast. It's the only movie in the history of the world where the entire cast is down. The entire cast wants to do it. The original director, the original writer, we all have wanted to do this for years and years and years. Richard Donner, God rest his soul, wanted to make a sequel, and he announced it to TMZ. He announced it to the press. But this is why in Hollywood, the old adage is you never say anything until it's greenlit, because you never know what's going to happen. And unfortunately, he made this announcement and he didn't have it greenlit yet. And it really upset a lot of people. So we've been trying to find a way to get it done ever since. Sean Astin and I wrote a treatment at one point. We had a big meeting with everybody, but they thought it was too expensive, blah, blah, blah. But the bottom line is we've never found the right recipe, because here's the thing. Like you were saying, I don't believe in remakes. I don't believe in reboots. I only believe in pure, honest sequels that involve the original creators, the original cast, and so forth. So
and
you can do a
don't
sequel,
don't
right?
change the premise
Right.
because you know
Right. That's the whole
think
magic, right?
yeah
So the
you
point
think
is, if you can get a really good sequel written and you can do it right, we'd all do it. But now Donner's gone, and that's a big part of it. So the only way it would still work would be if one of us were to be the director, or if Steven were to direct it himself, something like that, or Chris Columbus, even for that matter. But and we don't know. So as of right now, you know what? It's been on IMDb, and people always say to me, "Well, it's on IMDb, so it's got to be true." Well, let me explain to your audience two things. Number one, every year they just push the poll back, right? So every year it's coming in 2025, coming in 2027, coming into the it's going to keep getting pushed back because we're not making it. It's just a hoax. So that's number one. And number two, don't believe everything you see on IMDb or Wikipedia because they have been
oh
compromised.
yeah
They are controlled by an elitist group, which we can't say who they are specifically because they're anonymous, but they prevent people like me from going in and editing things properly because it's supposed to be open to the public where anybody can edit. But I can't get into my own Wikipedia. So I just want that to be on record. There's a lot of lies that are told about me via Wikipedia.
me
And it's just
too
like a
me
tabloid. It's
too
just like a
yeah
tabloid. You can't get in there and put the true information or the correct information. They threaten my family. They threaten my friends that have tried to speak up for me, like literally threats, like saying like you cannot fix this, you cannot change it. My IP address has been blocked for years. They say your IP address is blocked for 3 years because you tried to edit something and you don't have
wow
approval, blah, blah, blah. So there's literally gatekeepers that control that stuff. So I just want people to know, don't believe Wikipedia. It's created and run by people who have false information. So just know that. And then also IMDb, for the most part, it's factual, but every once in a while I see these movies pop up that say I'm in this movie and I'm not in this movie, but people take credit for movies that I didn't actually do and they put it on my IMDb and then I have to figure out how to get it off. So it's a big pain in the
no
butt
I
for me,
had
but I just want people to
a
know.
big star on it and I went to
Which
Wikipedia
I tell him not to do, and he
but
doesn't listen.
and then I kept saying and the big star said I don't know what you're talking about I don't know what you're talking about you know and
It was all fake.
wrong it was all well they do my Wikipedia says the craziest stuff it's just
Why?
insane you know
Why are they picking on you?
well because they say I'm Greek and I'm not
That's a
I
big fat
mean
that's a big fat Greek lie.
yeah, it is a Greek lie. Hey, what about Stand By Me? Oh my
What
God.
about it?
What a great,
Great,
great
great
movie.
song. Oh, I
Oh,
thought you meant Benny King. Great song. We do actually do Stand By Me in concert when I do my Love Re tours. Like I told you, we do
oh,
all the number one
you've
hits.
got to.
So, but I play drums on that song live because I prefer to play drums on it rather than sing.
Really.
Yeah,
And would you tell us
it's
why?
just a fun song. You know what? I need a break sometimes. When you're dancing for 2 hours straight,
Yeah.
my legs get weak. They get tired. So I got to take a break and sit down for a minute. And playing drums, it keeps the blood flowing. It's good exercise, but it doesn't completely bring you to a halt. So it's a good like slow down. And then I go into my drum solo, and then I pick things back up, and then I jump back up, and I'm
Well, if
ready to
Britney Spears can lip sync, why can't
go.
Feldman?
No lip syncing for me. No, sir. You know what? People can listen. People come on and they knock me a lot. I have these haters, these trolls and these bots that sit there and say, "Oh, it's all a joke." There's a guy out there right now who does some podcast who's spreading a false flag lie about me, saying that the reason there's so many mistakes and mishaps during my live appearances, and they've cut together like a reel of all these different moments where I got mad or where things happened, like the mic hit me in the mouth, or the sound stops, or the lights don't work, and I'm like telling the lighting guy to turn the lights on, whatever it is. And they put this collage together of all these moments, and they're like, see, obviously he's not for real. It's all a big joke. It's all a big joke, and they're trying to portray this propaganda that I'm not a real musician. I'm like Spinal Tap, and it's all a big joke.
Yeah,
And I'm
but you
like,
know
listen,
what?
guys, I got news for you. You have obviously never toured professionally. If you think that every night is like a Paul McCartney concert, it's not. I got news
Oh
for
my
you.
God!
What?
I for 29 years I worked live with an
Yes,
audience,
exactly,
and let
exactly.
me tell you,
There's
the
plenty that goes
reason
wrong
the
Oh
every
yeah.
reason
time.
you have butterflies before you go on because you say, "Holy shit, is it going to work
Exactly,
tonight? The lights are going to
exactly.
go out. The
And why
mics
do
are
I
going to go."
care? Why do I care? Why do I get angry? Because I am passionate about my art and I love my
Yeah,
fans and I want to put on the best show on earth. So if you see me getting upset because the lights aren't working or the band misses their cue or you know the sound goes out, whatever it is, it's because I care. It's because I love my fans and because I want to put on the best show
right,
possible. Not because it's all a joke. You know, if it was all a joke, you'd be laughing throughout the whole show, and you know, I'd be dropping my pants and I'd be running around with a bag over my head, and you know, there's a lot of things I could think of doing that would be a lot funnier than me yelling at the band because you know I can't hear them or they can't hear me or whatever it is. So the point is that you know people want to make something out of nothing. They want to turn things around and fabricate lies about you. And all I can say is, Sid, you're a genius. You're a creative genius. You've been doing this for so long and you've entertained so many people and you keep doing it. Why? Not because you're a joke, because you love what you do and you enjoy it. And for the same reasons, I continue doing what I do because I love my fans, I love entertaining, and I love getting it right and doing the best job I can do. Now, that doesn't mean I'm perfect because I'm a human being and everybody in my crew is human beings. But let me tell you, I love my band. We're all a big family. I love the people on my crew. They're my family too. I treat them like family with all the love and all the respect. And yes, we all get angry or we all get emotional when things go wrong. But please
but you
don't
want
blow
to
it out
know
of proportion.
something? It's
Yeah.
all good publicity because there are people that go, let's go see him.
Yeah.
We've, that's what packs the
What's
house
going to happen
because
next?
yeah, what is
Right.
going to happen? What is this guy going to do? You know, and
Yeah, but I want that to
no, that's show
I want that to
business.
be because it's great, Sid. I want that to be because they go,
Yeah,
man, have you seen his dance moves? Have you heard his new single? Have you
yeah,
seen what he
yeah.
does live? Have you watched him perform all these different instruments live and then get up and dance? That's the kind of stuff that we want them talking about.
Yes.
Not,
That's right.
you know, not,
Hey,
oh
I
gosh,
And when you're
is the sound gonna go out or is the lighting cue gonna be forgotten or is he gonna get mad or you know what I mean? That's just
but
dumb.
when you're LA local, let us know because
oh
we want to come and see
no,
you.
we're gonna
So
come.
So right
Yeah,
now I have nothing planned in LA, but we're playing if I do this tour, Glen Helen Pavilion is where I would be with Limp Bizkit. It's a 65,000 seat venue, but it's out in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know if you'll make it to that one.
why
I
not?
will throw him in the car. We
Why
will
All
not?
go.
right.
Why not?
You know you've got love for me. Backstage, VIP, whatever you want,
That
Sid. You're my guest
And then when it
always.
warms up, you have to come up.
I would
okay? No,
love
no,
to.
I promise
I
you,
would love to.
it's not Hollywood bullshit.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
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 okay. No,
Corey.
I want to see your house so
No,
bad. You know how
no,
much I
I
will fall
want
in
you
love with
to. I
everything.
I love this show. I
Be
just
prepared to dress like Jimmy. It is
Yes,
now, I have stated it.
yes. And
and
I'm telling you, Sid, if you ever want to do a reboot
yeah,
or not even a reboot, if you want to do a spin-off of one of your popular shows,
yeah.
I'm in. I will go to work for you.
Just all you have to do is bring your flute,
You
okay,
got it.
and you're in.
You got it.
Okay, Corey, we've been on for 1 solid hour. They're gonna knock us off,
Okay.
and so wow. Would you come on again?
Of
Oh
course.
my
I love you.
God, yeah.
And
No,
thank you for
because we didn't get
having
it
me.
all in. We apologize. The hour, I don't know.
It goes
It
I
so
goes by
fast.
so fast.
I
It
don't
goes so
know who
fast.
pushes the clock, but I wish they wouldn't, take away our minutes
I
so
know.
quickly.
I know. Can I just say to the fans, we love you
Yeah,
guys. We all love you. Look at the age range here. See this? We
that's
all
right.
love you.
And
That's right. It's all love,
not only
positive
that,
energy.
guess what? The gold Golden Globes. I want, as soon as we were done, turn on CBS so you can see what everybody's wearing. And
You know
then
what? I don't watch that stuff, Sid. I don't watch that stuff. I'm too busy creating. I don't like to watch stuff that, honors the. To me, that just seems so cheesy to honor this work we
well,
do.
not
We do
only
the work
that,
because we love it. We
come
love it.
on,
That's why we do it.
a big movie star who gets $20 million a picture,
Yeah.
and they win, they come up with a piece of paper. They can't remember. They only let you talk for under
Right.
2 minutes. They can't
You can't
remember
remember
2
a
minutes.
2-minute monologue. Wait, but you do this every day. It's your job.
Yeah, I know. Holy shit.
Right.
Okay, learn your lines, everybody.
That's right, everybody.
Hey, Corey, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sid, for having me, and to your wonderful partner. Thank you over there,
Kelly.
even though I can't.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless
Hey,
you.
win some money and we'll party in Vegas, okay?
Yeah, from your lips to God's ears, buddy.
Okay. Don't spend more than 500.
Too late. Way too late.
Hey, I love
God
you,
bless you
Corey.
guys. I
Thank
love
you.
you. I love you.
Thank
Bye, guys.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Can we stay on for one more minute?
Hold on.
Okay.
No, I didn't mean to do that. Don't do that. Okay.
Are we off? Are we
Yes,
still on?
you're gone. You're good. You're on. You're
I'm
on.
on.
You're on.
Okay. I got to announce something.
Okay.
Listen, I told you how old I am and everything. You're never too old to do something new.
True. You
We're
can teach old dogs new tricks.
Okay. We're going to have, as we speak, we're putting it together. It's going to happen real soon. I know you can't wait. It's going to be called The Sid and Kelly Show.
Da, 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 da.
And it's going to be another show all about nothing. Okay.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
And it's going
It's
to
a
be
podcast.
It's a podcast. And so I don't have to get dressed. I don't have to comb my hair.
And we can
I
talk
don't have to
dirty.
wear a hat or
We have to
anything
watch
like
our mouths and our language.
That's right.
And we can discuss all the stuff that is really cool that if he doesn't discuss it now, it will go away.
So I'll see you next week. And thank you that was fun, wasn't it? I love Corey. He's a trip. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. To be continued. Love you. It's 4:03.
Thank you, Clock
See
Man.
what people are wearing. Goodbye.